Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the official gameplay trailer for Battlefield 2042. Now, I just woke up pretty recently and didn't get too much sleep, so I apologize if I sound a little sluggish or I miss anything super important in the trailer here today. We're also going to be releasing a Halo video for Halo Infinite. We also had a little bit of multiplayer gameplay release over there as well, which is super exciting. So I'll have another reaction and breakdown of that. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to check out this gameplay trailer. Not sure if there's any copywritten content or anything. I have already seen it once, and that was yesterday right when it came out. I was actually with some family yesterday, so I could not hop on and record anything. That is why it is a day late, but I am more than willing and happy to watch it again so I can kind of just pick things out. And what we're going to do, watch this full 3-minute video. You're going to get my reactions from it just live, and then we're going to do a slight breakdown in this video as well. So I should have timestamps in the description, so they should be in the just the timer here. I don't know what it's called, the play bar. I have no idea. But this is going to be pre-alpha gameplay, and let's get this puppy in HD, shall we? I don't think we want to be watching any of that nonsense in low res. So we are going to have to go slow through this, but we see a lot of interesting stuff right out of the first 12 seconds. But the first thing I noticed when I watched this gameplay was the HUD. The HUD is so much different. And it actually caught me off guard. I didn't like it at first, but obviously, you know, I'm so used to the Battlefield 4 HUD, and to me, Battlefield 4 is near perfect. So obviously, I have to adjust and adapt to the new things that are going to be with the new game, and that's fine. So we're going to see more of this HUD, but I want to point out that grappling hook. Like, that is dope. I'm super excited to have that coming. This kind of is giving me like Gulf of Omen vibes with like the sandstorm. Now, I'm hoping, like, maybe the map's a little bit more colorful. It has, like, this very, very orange hint. But I'm assuming we'll probably get to play this map in the beta. But you do see a lot of stuff here. You know, everything just is kind of happening very quickly and at once. But once you start to really break down the trailer, you start really noticing some of the cool stuff that is actually in the game here. This is one of the biggest things in the trailer, I think, right here. Switching the attachments around. Now we're going to have our Wingsuit Activation, which is super dope. And we're going to talk about this storm and a couple different things about it. I'm just really excited for this game, man. This gameplay looks really fun, really interesting. A lot of different elements that are still so Battlefield, but so new at the same time. And it's great seeing innovation and just new things in general. Alright, so that is going to be it for the gameplay. We're going to run it back to the beginning, and we're going to mute it, so it's just going to be me. And we are going to be, you know, pausing and getting different tidbits of information, breaking some stuff down. You know, I didn't want to make a separate breakdown video because the last time I did that was for the trailer we got 4 days ago, and you guys never saw the breakdown because I never got it uploaded in time. So I want to do it in this video since it's already going to be here. Why not? So we're getting... yeah, a ton of stuff, just back to back to back frames, basically. So, you know, we get like 1 second of different gameplays here. So we have a giant snow map. I don't exactly know all of the HUD elements yet. I'm not sure if this right here is going to be our weapon name. You can see here is a 4v9 or 4v8. I can't exactly tell what it is. But you got a lot of different stuff here. You have what looks to be some sort of like older style revolver, maybe. And you got what looks to be some sort of maybe DMR or a sniper rifle. You have claymores. You have some sort of grenade. You know, you got a lot of cool looking stuff here, man. And you got just a beautiful looking map. And this is all footage captured from the in-game engine. So it looks very, very nice. We had the wingsuits there. And then we have the, I can't remember what these are called, like AFBs. I can't exactly remember the name of them. But this just looks to be some sort of conquest gameplay. And the only HUD that we have here, what looks to be maybe some sort of smoke screen or something, when it comes to just, you know, blocking some missiles and stuff. See if we can pause on something else here. Here we have like an Osprey ship. I don't know exactly what they are called, but I just remember back, and I think it was Modern Warfare 3 that they were called like Osprey Gunners or something, which is pretty cool. We missed something there. Let's try and get back to that. Looks like some sort of LMG. Boom. Oh, it's a tank. Okay, so here, I don't know what this map's called, but it reminds me of Dawnbreaker the most. But we got, it looks like that it's going to be the weapon name or what you currently have equipped, because you can see there over the 6 you have the 120 millimeter smoothbore, and that's going to be your main tank shell. So not really sure 100% if these are just going to be regular, you know, M1 Abrams, or what these tanks are going to be. Obviously, there's going to be the US, Russians, and probably Chinese, and a whole bunch of other things. So we'll see different names for everything, which would be cool. We have an LMG here, LCMG. Don't know what that's going to be closest to. It kind of has like some LSAT vibes from the top view, but when I look at it in the preview image right next to the pistol and the HUD, it doesn't exactly look like an LSAT. So we'll see. So we have a little bit of a, just, you know, regular Jeep. Getting a good look at the map here. Hopefully you can expand the map a little bit. It just looks a little funky. I don't know. The map just looks a little weird. Like I said, I think I'm just not used to the HUD yet. I think the Battlefield 4 HUD is phenomenal. I think it's one of the best. So we have our first look at the grappling hook right here. And it seems to be an unlimited use equipment, as we can see down there in the HUD. So this is going to be the M5A3. Very similar to, you know, weapons like the HBR from Call of Duty. That's what this gun reminded me of right away. And then when we were taking a look at this weapon, I believe it was this weapon that was actually in that first trailer that we saw. That kind of reminded me of like an HK, just like a regular 416. So that makes sense. What weapon was that? Let's see here. Okay, so we'll talk about the HUD stuff in a minute. It reminds me of an AK-12. That's what that reminds me of. We're getting through here. We have the PBX-9. It's going to be a submachine gun. We have a hammer sight on it, which is cool. Some sort of grip. We actually had a couple other things there. Let's see. We have, looking at our HUD, we have 12 of something. This looks to be, obviously, probably an engineer class, I would assume. Looks like we got some rockets down there and just, you know, a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, I'm looking for, usually in the squads, you'll see what your squad mates are running. So in Battlefield 4, you had the engineer, you had recon, you had assault, you had support. We don't see that here. So it's going to be interesting to see how you can differentiate your teammates and what they're using. You know, maybe it could be something over here. Maybe this is recon. But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense because here's your driver. I'm not sure on that one. So we saw some jets, some helicopters, a whole bunch of stuff. So this is our first look at like the Viper. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be called a Viper and Apache, what it's going to be called. But I think this HUD for this helicopter, this attack chopper, looks really cool. I thought it looked good. There's your third person view, as we've, you know, seen countless times before. Now here we have the TG-24, the TG-24 sniper rifle with iron sights, which is interesting. And then we also have that kind of old-timey looking pistol. You also have the grappling gun on here on your recon. So it's going to be interesting to see if you can use that grappling hook on every class, or if it's going to be recon specific. If it's recon specific, that gives you a whole nother reason just to run recon in general. You can get in some really cheeky spots with a grappling hook. So that's going to be cool. Keep it moving here. We're going to see the grappling hook once again and see somebody get knifed in normal Battlefield fashion. You can see that storm, that sandstorm coming in. 583 again. This is the M185, it seems. A lot of cool stuff. I love these, like, they're not dune buggies, but it's like a combination of a dune buggy and like just a regular transport vehicle. And it looks like they got some speed. It looks really cool. I like these things, man. And I really love how the rounds are looking. Now, I don't think every single round that's going to be coming out of every single weapon is going to be a tracer round, but you know, obviously it's a video game. You like to see the tracers and stuff just so you know where you're taking fire from. I think the tracers in this game specifically look really, really good. I wanted to point out something I saw here coming up with the tank right here. You can see the tires actually going into the tank, which is pretty damn cool. This is all part of their new engine. It's a I think it's brand new Frostbite, I believe it is. And, you know, some of the physics and stuff in it are really cool. I noticed this right away, and I was like, hey, that's new. You know, it's not just the tank going over the car when it just comes to, you know, like a flat plane just going up and then going down. You're actually seeing actual movement in the tires, which is very cool. You have some more jets, got just the regular jets flying around everywhere. I mean, it's part of the game, but here's where you really see the storm. You see that helicopter is just flying, flying, flying. Storm catches it, boom, right into the building. I really hope this storm like affects the shit out of the map in a lot better ways when it comes to moving through the map, not just, you know, being at one portion of the map and just staying there. I hope we see, you know, a lot better of a destruction element. And, you know, other games we've seen, just for example, Siege of Shanghai, we see the whole entire middle of the map collapse. You know, it's definitely very, very impacting to how the map's going to play. But once it collapses, there's nothing that's going to happen after that. I'm hoping that we can have this storm come through, knock down a couple buildings, you know, just absolutely terrorize the map, and then continue to terrorize the map and provide this element of, I don't know where this storm's going to go. I don't want it to have the same path every single match. If it could be different, have different variables, that would be super, super clean and making a very replayable map. So I think the storm is super cool, super innovative, and I like it a lot, man. I think it's definitely taken the destruction element to the next level. We actually had some more stuff there we're going to talk about. We have this pistol here, the G57, and we had a flashlight on there. We have some sort of reflex sight. But this is the most notable thing here. So we have the Chris Vector, probably one of my favorite weapons of all time. I said this for every game if you've been a part of my channel for a while. One of my favorite weapons. We have what looks to be just a regular 9mm Osprey suppressor. We have what we're going to be changing to is a 50-round drum magazine. We're switching to a reflex sight. We are going to be switching to what looks to be just a regular foregrip. But there was no anything regarding any kind of point system or anything. You could literally just change your attachments on the fly. Now, obviously, in Battlefield, you know, suppressors are going to reduce your bullet velocity. They're going to increase your bullet drop. So if you could have the option to take those suppressors off whenever you please, especially for recon. Recon, I feel like, is going to be taking the most advantage of that because, you know, maybe you want to snipe suppress for a little bit and then you need to go loud for whatever reason. Or, you know, there's so many different use cases for that. And it's going to be really nice to see that. I mean, being able to switch from ACOG to reflex on any weapon for, you know, any number of reasons is going to be huge. There's been countless times where I've been stuck with my pants down having an ACOG in a close quarter situation, and that's cost me the gunfight. This is going to be a huge factor in the game. I think this right here is going to be one of the biggest features for Battlefield 2042. I think it's definitely going to be one of the sell points for the game. I'm not going to lie to you. So we have the storm here, and we see the C4 on the quad bike. Boom. Now we see some rappels here. Grapples, whatever you want to call them. Rappels, grapples. And that was your first look at actually like an ADS when it came to shooting someone. You saw the hit markers there. But, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to love the K30, which is actually what the Chris Vector is going to be called in this game. Because, like, I feel like with how many rounds we're dumping here, we got a couple hit markers on the one guy. So we missed every shot there. And right here, we, you know, put, I'd say 7-8 shots, and that's typically about the submachine gun time to kill in Battlefield 4. Use the P90, 7-8 shots, you're getting that kill. I think we might have put 7-8 shots in that guy and he didn't die, and they were all upper body, so I'm not sure on that. But let's run that back one more time. You got the chopper just raining down. You had actually a revive there, and it's interesting. It's really interesting because you have the option to revive floppy ragdoll here, but we're running a submachine gun. And that's one thing I did want to point out that maybe not a lot of people have pointed out yet, is that we're running a submachine gun on a assault class, which maybe you can consider the Chris Vector an assault pistol, but I typically wouldn't. I mean, in any realm, this is a submachine gun, and especially if you have a 50 round magazine of like an 1100 RPM. Now, this is probably the 9mm, so it might not be up to that par, but you know, at the end of the day, we're running a submachine gun on an assault class, and I think that's worth noting. So here we are, we're about to hit the wingsuit, which is going to be super dope. I'm wondering how you're going to differentiate when it comes to deploying the wingsuit versus the parachute. It's going to be super interesting to see, but we have a couple things here that I wanted to point out, and that is that your HUD during the storm, if you are close to the storm, now this animation with the hand here is very similar to when, for example, if you would shoot the ceiling out from Operation Metro, when the ceiling would collapse, when you would be very close to that, you would put this same hand up because it's some sort of, it's the ceiling's falling on you, it's being disturbed, and you're taking damage. So I'm not seeing any damage being taken there, but at the same time, the HUD was disturbed. So here we get our first look at the quote-unquote AK-12, but it's actually called the AK-24, which is, you know, 12 times 2. I think it's pretty cool. But, you know, you have the AK-12, AK-24 here. That is that AK variant that I was talking about. We see another look at the Chris Vector. We see this whole entire Osprey ship moving because of the storm. We see it almost being taken off the ground, and I'm wondering with this new engine and the new physics, if literally vehicles will go from the ground, drivable vehicles, not vehicles that are just there for looks, drivable vehicles can be physically moved by this storm. If it can, that's just a whole nother level of Battlefield gameplay that we haven't seen yet. I mean, it just takes it to a whole nother level. I think this game has so much potential, man. See the HUD distortion here. It's just going to be sick. It's going to be really dope. We have a really good look at this 4v9 or 4v8 with this dope-ass looking scope on it. I mean, this thing is looking a lot more than an 8 times. I mean, this is looking like one of your Hunter scopes. It looks super cool. We see the F-35. You see that Osprey, you know, infantry carrier. I don't know exactly what that's going to be or what that's called. You have the Apache here. You have all the air support. You got guys wingsuiting, parachuting. I mean, it's going to be sick, man. It's going to be really, really cool. We might even get 3 maps. We have that Dawnbreaker looking map, the snow map, and this map right here, which is pretty damn cool. We have a little bit more gameplay here. Now, this is going to be with the PBX-9. We also have a suppressed pistol. This is one thing I wanted to take a look at. Oh, I didn't even see this. We have a suppressed sniper here. I can't see the name of it. TG-24. But let me go to, so I missed it again, god damn it. There was a riot, or not a riot shield, it wasn't called riot shield in this game. It was called Ballistic Shield in Battlefield 4. You can see that here. I'm wondering if this is just going to be a ballistic shield, if it's going to be some sort of, you know, special equipment. I have no idea what they're going to do with that, but thought it was worth pointing out that there is going to be a ballistic shield. And I also want to check out this. What is this? This is the stim pistol. So I'm assuming this is like, I think, what was it, Hardline? Or not Hardline, it's Rainbow Six Siege that you see the stim pistol in. I'm wondering if this is going to be some way to, you know, just revive people from range. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be for health, if it's going to be to res. I have absolutely no idea. But I thought it was worth pointing out. I definitely noticed it. We have this map here with the rocket as well. We might get a shit ton of maps at alpha, beta, whatever it is. But that is going to be the full entire Battlefield 2042 breakdown and gameplay trailer, man. 20 minutes on the recording. I don't know if I actually recorded for that long, but if I did, goddamn. I'm really excited for this game. Super excited, actually. I actually got in a Twitter beef with some people saying that the next Call of Duty is going to be better in 2042. It is just not. This game is going to absolutely dominate the next Call of Duty. I don't plan on touching it. We're going to have a great time on this game. I have no reason to go play Shit of Duty, man. I really don't. This is a great looking game. It has a phenomenal upside to it. The potential with this new engine is going to be crazy. And I'm really hoping, maybe the base game isn't exactly what we're looking for. I doubt it, but there's that, rare few that might not 100% hit home. There's going to be DLC packs. Go ahead, buy that premium edition of the game. Get yourself that season pass. You're getting all those DLCs for free. I couldn't recommend it more, man. I haven't even played the game yet, and it already looks phenomenal. I'm super excited for it. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and record the Halo breakdown trailer and all that stuff now, so that'll be up a little bit later today. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Make sure to leave that like, subscribe for new sponsors in the equipment description below. That's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm out.